Welcome, friends, to Small Claims. Each week, we'll journey into the ever chaotic, always entertaining world of the 2025-2026 council season. At the center of it all is our commissioner, Dan Marks, part referee, part ringmaster, and the man tasked with keeping this unpredictable league from spiraling into total madness. Then there's me, Kartik Reddy, longtime competitor, perennial bridesmaid, and a seasoned skeptic when it comes to my own luck in this league. Together, we'll untangle the wins, the blunders, and the rivalries that keep us coming back week after week. No more stalling. Let's make our claims. Welcome back. It's week 14, the week where everyone else gets to smile because the playoff teams are officially locked in and the top six teams are still fighting for position. Meanwhile, I missed the playoffs by less than 1 point, a number so small it should honestly be illegal. And no, I am absolutely unable to process this like an adult. I will be ranting about this throughout this entire episode because my emotional maturity is clearly not at a standard for fantasy football. But hey, other things, you know what? Fuck it. I've got nothing else going on. I am upset. So let's just move on and talk about the past week. Dan, how the hell are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Yeah, just starting to get feedback from people within the building of things they wouldn't mind if we eventually updated. And I said, I said,
That was quick. That was quick.
Yeah, I mean, I hear them. I said, look, you guys passed to me. I just said I want to be very clear. I don't make money on this, so I
can raise rent.
I have some lists of things that I want to improve upon, and we'll go from there. And they understood. Because there are definitely things I'm like, I would like to change this too. We'll see when. But yeah, besides that, yeah, let's I guess we will just jump into the limited but unnecessary week 13 recap. All the other games were decided by over 35 points, so there's really nothing to talk about. We just let's go into it.
Let's just run through them really quickly.
All right.
So Hardy got to play Dan Martins. So let's be clear. On me and Jahmyr Gibbs for losing to Dan Martins. That's a big reason why I'm not in the playoffs. I recognize that. I think Dan Martins did all he could to lose that matchup. So that's on me and Jahmyr Gibbs. Maybe a little bit on Genty potentially as well. But I don't know. Gibbs might have had the bye week. That's his fault. He should have gone to a different team.
Yeah.
So yeah, Hardy had 143 points. He was the second highest scorer of the week. I wish I was in that matchup against Martins. Then you had Scott and Mealy. Scott couldn't fucking do anything right. Couldn't help me win. Put up 67 points. Did he not start half his team?
No, his team, Scott isn't tanking, but his team sure as hell is.
JSN said, fuck it. I'm not doing this anymore.
I told you last week, his back is breaking from trying to carry that fantasy team. And as soon as they heard that he couldn't, that it was so unlikely they would make the playoffs, once they heard they couldn't make anymore, they're like, oh, cool, fine, let's go golfing. They were done.
Side note, just want to say this. I believe if we go back in the last episode, I think I said he should start Jacoby Myers. It wouldn't have helped him much at all, but he would have gotten at least a serviceable wide receiver. Cough number one. From now on, we'll always have a cough counter. So yeah, Mealy won, which sealed it for him.
Mm-hmm.
I think nonetheless, his win is his win. Like it wouldn't have been.
Oh yeah,
he would have been at 8-5. I would have been at 6-7. Yeah, I would have been out no matter what, right?
Yes.
That sucks. So that sucks.
Yeah, either way, yeah, you're right. It wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, it would have been out anyway, but that still sucks. So thanks, Scott. Fucking asshole. And then we had I'm so petty. I'm so angry. Then we had Fitz and Daly. Fitz, 130 points. Daly, 95. Wasn't too bad. Does not help with Zay Flowers getting negative points. And then everyone on this team getting hurt in some way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar Jackson, another
And
bad
sorry, I
week.
stand corrected. Quick fact check. Because if you had won and Emmett had lost, if Emmett lost to Steve this week and
I
you
would have been
beat
in.
Mealy, then you would have been in.
And Steve would have done that for me because he's a real friend, Scott. Steve's a real friend.
Actually, Steve McCaffrey's on bye this week, and
He would find a way. He'd find a way.
All right.
And then matchup of the week, technically under this website, it was against Steve. You put up the most points for the week. Big weeks by Amon Ross. Oh no, AJ Brown, Kyron Williams. Did he get hurt?
He did. Yeah, he hurt his ankle
Ankle
during the
limited
game.
Wednesday.
Um,
Still might play though.
Yeah, but I mean, good. Also, my whole team kind of showed up. They all put up decent points, and then Amon-Ra St. Brown, unfortunately, he got hurt, but he should be back to the playoffs for Steve.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor, slow week, relatively speaking. Javonte Williams has been great for most of the season, right?
Yep, he's been solid.
Yeah,
he's a top.
Lachlan's a good kicker. Defense is pretty good. Oh, did Max Crosby get hurt?
He's questionable. I think he'll be fine. He normally has those labels and plays through them anyway.
Yeah, and then Seaside, Micah Parsons, no back problem, getting it done. And then Pickens, pretty an okay week. Yeah, and Joe Burrow came back pretty hot. So that's great. I think you had a bunch of players on your bench played pretty well too. Three players: Judkins, Watson, and Swift and Jameson Williams. So holy shit, Dan Martin's our worst nightmare is coming true. Dan might win again.
Well, again, Amon-Ra St. Brown went down in like the very beginning of the game. So Jameson Williams, Laporte is out for the season. Jameson Williams is all they had.
Somehow Jahmyr Gibbs did fucking shit all in that scenario. All right, now we get into Emmett.
Yeah.
And me. So lost by less than 0.5 points, like 0.4 something, 0.46 or whatever. Let's just talk about it prior to Monday. Emmett was winning. Emmett was winning by about over 30 points. Great week by Patrick Mahomes, even under the loss. Just fucking Vikings. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Bijan Robinson and Achane, great weeks. Jason Myers, great week kicking. Defense, very, very quiet, which has then allowed me to be very competitive because Pratt had come in, high tackle total, Brooks high tackle total, Byard had a pick. So that was important for me. I did leave points on the bench. Bam Knight got a touchdown and looked like he got a little bit more work than he would usually on the Cardinals. And Hubbard, which is a bummer because I wish I played Hubbard, but it is so hard to understand how to play Hubbard in a situation where, even though you said, I think last week, Dowdle's been talking a lot, so maybe his touches will decrease. They decreased. But it's hard to play him in a situation where I didn't know what would happen. I did play Cortland Sutton in the spot that I would have had him. Worked out, got a touchdown. But Genty and Gibbs, just shit weeks.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Shuba caught like a 30-yard pass for a touchdown. And at the end of the day, I don't think you would have started anyone differently. I think you started the right group. These things happen, but Shuba's
Devontae Adams got both touchdowns.
Previous 4 games. 5 carries, 3 carries, 4 carries, 3 carries.
Yeah.
Could have predicted 17. Like, so just
hard. And against the Rams too, it makes it difficult. And they won.
I know.
So that's what's even crazier. They're 6-5, Dan.
I know.
Like no, are they 6? No, they're 6-6. Or they're 7-6. Remember we looked at it? They were 500. Oh, that's what we talked about. Yeah, they're 6-6-1. They're 7-6-1 now, right?
Yeah, 13, I believe 14. So.
Oh no, they're going into week 14. No, I don't know what they are. Can we just look
I think they're 6-6-1.
Can I see standings? Where are they? Oh, they're not on bye this week?
They're 7-6. Sorry. I don't know why.
Yeah, they're 7-6.
They're 7-6.
Yeah. So, hey, Buccaneers, figure your shit out. Or somehow Bryce Young's going to be a quarterback in the playoffs.
Green Bay tied Dallas. That's the tie that I'm thinking of.
Yeah. And then Puka Nakua didn't get a touchdown. Both touchdowns went to Devontae Adams. So that sucked too. What's interesting as I look at this too, as I think about my keepers going, I still haven't talked about Monday night. The keepers, I'm keeping Puka Nakua. I'm keeping Gibbs. I'm keeping Genty. And then it's a conversation on, do I keep Nico or do I keep Tyler Warren? And that's it. I think that's the conversation.
You're keeping
Or do I keep Scatterby?
you're keeping Genty, Gibbs, Collins, and Puka.
No, Nico is the one that's kind of up in the air for me in the moment.
Yeah.
I understand. I know how that sounds. But like, it sucks looking at this team and going, Tyler Warren looks like a legitimate killer at tight end.
Yeah.
He is going to be very, very good there. And then think about them getting even a better quarterback. So it's hard to kind of walk away and say, like, I got to figure out how to redraft him or find another tight end that's any good. I was very competitive in those years. Travis Kelce was good because there was such a big gap between him and everybody else, which put me at a huge advantage at that spot because you couldn't play anyone else at that spot. So part of me hopes I get to keep Borregales next year. I get to find a way to get him back on my fucking team. That guy's been great.
I have this feeling that
Scottaboo
is not going to be what people think he is. I think that he was kind of like a short-term hype person. I don't think that we'll see. Obviously, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see.
His yards per carry weren't great. I just think that he was an energy guy that they really liked. And
he got the job done. Yeah, yards after carry weren't great. Line isn't that great. But also his ankle fell off. Gordon Hayward was never the same player.
Yeah.
Right. And so he's playing in a position where he has to be just as shifty as a basketball player, run just as hard, and run through tackles where your feet and your legs need to be really strong. I don't know what's going to happen. He's crazy as a human being.
We will see. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. All right. So before we jump into how I felt on Monday, do we have anything else we want to say about this matchup?
No. I mean, we talked about it. The Patriots were winning 30-7 at halftime.
No, we didn't. We're not into Monday yet.
Okay.
I'm saying, is there anything else you want to talk about prior to Monday?
Prior to Monday, I would say that prior to Monday, Emmett was feeling decent, right? He was up by, I think, 33 points. You just had your quarterback and kicker to go. So prior to Monday, it seemed like it was possible, but unlikely.
So as we go into Monday, I felt like, hey, there's a chance. Because Drake May is going against the fucking Giants, and Borregales is going against the Giants. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm going to get some good scoring. I need touchdowns from Drake May. What bummed me out was that Jackson Dart started. That's what started my frustration. Because with Jameis Winston in the game, they are going to sling the football.
Yeah.
And they just could not fucking score early on, which then, when they were up 30-7, going into halftime, I think I had a few field goals and I had the 2 touchdowns from Drake May at that point. I think I was sitting at about 16 points at that time with Drake May. It was 30-7. And I went, fuck, they are going to have to run the ball. But there's just too much time. I need a field goal, and I need him to get maybe 50 more yards. And I'm good. Borregales goes on to fucking disrespect me in a way that was unfucking conscionable. He missed a 45-yard field goal, had been perfect for the whole day so far. Missing that field goal ended up being a big issue for me because that would have given me the lead by 1 point. And barring a stat correction, I would have won. Fine. There's still a lot of fucking time on the clock. We get to Drake May. They're moving downfield. I'm like, fuck, they're just going to keep running. I don't know what the play is, but they throw a touchdown pass for 30 yards, which 30 yards takes me over 300 yards, and the touchdown is 6 points. That puts me over the top. 30-yard touchdown to Hunter Henry. I win. Called back. Fuck. Then they still have not scored in a while. They're now moving downfield, and they are. I think it's third and 2. The Giants can't stop them when the field goal would have been around the 40-yard mark.
Mm.
They make it into that 30-yard mark, continue to push the ball, and then kick. And the Borgos doesn't miss that fucking field goal, hits that, and I'm at 126, and I can't break it because the game's over. And then to add insult to fucking injury, I believe I was at 127.1. Drake May then takes a knee 2 times and I lose those points too. Just to add insult to injury. It was even fucking closer. And yeah, off of that, I went to sleep and I had a terrible night of sleep because of how frustrated I was. Because I really needed that win. Emmett squeaked by, and it's the second time. Not on him. My guys didn't play well. I'm not saying like he squeaked by like all of a sudden like it was lucky for him. Not lucky at all.
Mm.
But it was this one and the previous matchup earlier in the season when he I think got 100. What was it? 164, and I got 160 or something like that. 166, and I got 164. Jeez. And that week, I was the second highest scoring team, only to Emmett. This week, I was the third highest scoring team. Fourth highest scoring team behind Emmett, Dan, and Hardy. So would have beaten everyone else. So that's my rant. So, well, actually, no, I'm not done yet. I'm out of the playoffs. I fucking hate this. I think this is 2 years in a row. I don't have a good draft position. I'm going to have to lose some of these players. Mm-hmm. Would I have won this year? I'm starting to feel like I wouldn't have. Because that line, the Raiders, sucks. Gentry's not going to be very good. Hopefully next year they figure it out. Gibbs would have given me a lot of points. Nakua hopefully would keep giving me points. Nico is starting to play a little bit better. But I don't think I had the firepower to try to beat Emmett again at that point if I had won this and made the playoffs after beating Mealy or if Steve had beaten Emmett. And I don't think I would have beaten you. So it's just very frustrating of not being in the playoffs again.
Yeah, it is frustrating, especially it was so close. And from a points perspective on the season, you are
third in points.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
and I think I'm second in points against.
You are second in points against. Yeah.
So let's keep talking. Let's keep listening to Hardy when he says he's the most unlucky person.
I think Hardy knows how this season has gone for him. However, I mean, look, also this, he's getting Bucky Irving back, and we're gonna see what happens. Also, look.
I wouldn't have beaten. Real quick, I wouldn't have beaten Hardy either. I forgot that. I wouldn't have beaten Hardy in the playoffs either.
I mean, look, you still have a good team. You never know.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not oblivious.
But yeah, I mean, as we head that direction, there's still a lot of things that could change, at least in the playoff picture. I don't know if you want to go through any. We can jump into some playoff scenarios, or do you just?
I want to make one. I just want to say one last thing. Fitz, I'm not using the waiver wire. I'm not going to use it.
You're not going to. I mean, don't say that because there's still something you don't know. A player could be viable. Something could happen. Someone could be worth, as a trade chip in the offseason. So never say never. I know it's a slim chance, but
yeah, because at this point, I mean, but I haven't. I think we haven't gone a season where no one used the number one waiver wire.
You know what? The one player that we talked about being Emmanuel Wilson, he did have a really good game, but Jacobs returned faster than we thought he was going to. We thought Wilson would at least get 2 weeks. He had one really good week, and then we thought he played so well, maybe he'll get couple extra carries. That didn't really quite happen either, but you're right.
I was still saying, I still don't know if
there wasn't really anybody, or if there was, people picked them up. It wasn't like, oh, this guy's had 3 good weeks in a row, so we need to get on this. And there weren't any type of major injuries where someone became a must-get. So
I can't believe I have the same record as Scott. That just is wild. Because if you look, it's more like if you look at the two teams, how the fuck is my team with the same record as his?
Yeah. I mean, I get that. Well, that's,
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. So we want to talk about potential playoff matchups.
Sure, we can just run into real quick because we have one last week, and while we're not doing the guess the lines or the guess the matchups, there are a number of things that could determine some playoff scenarios. So we'll just start off. If Emmett beats Steve, that will be a big determinant of either of their fates. One could end up in third, the other one could end up in sixth for both of them,
Oh
based off
shit!
of that loss because they're both 8-5. Mealy, I don't know. I imagine you're not going to tank, but if Mealy,
No, but I don't. But let's be. I also just want to point out. I think I don't have Drake May this week. I don't have Borregales this week. Justin Herbert's hurt, so I have to go find a quarterback. I think Mealy's going to luck out here because it's a very awkward scenario for me all of a sudden.
yeah, I mean it could be. So, and I agree. I did see that, and that makes sense, right? So
Yeah,
anything could happen there. But that's
but I won't tank. I won't. Tank.
if Mealy wins, then whoever loses the Emmett Steve matchup probably ends up in sixth. And if Hardy wins, he secures first place. But if Fitz wins and I lose, Fitz will be in first. If Fitz wins and I win, I'll be in first. So there's a number of
So does everyone have a chance to be in first place? Oh no.
No,
Because
because
it's
of
mainly
points.
you Fitz. Yeah. Okay.
It's Hardy, Fitz, or I. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because of that, them playing each other, one of them has to end up in first. So if I lose and one of them wins, that person will be in first. And then
So is me. So top three spots between you, Hardy, and Fitz, potentially, and then the bottom three spots are Mealy, Emmett, and Steve.
yes, and well, there's one scenario which would be interesting and heartbreaking. If Hardy loses and Mealy, Emmett, and I win, Hardy will go from first place to sixth.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like it's interesting just to kind of see where you finish because where you finish in the regular season, Hardy might be better suited because I think Hardy's team potentially just based on the week can beat anybody.
Yeah.
You would rather. Could you imagine being in the sixth spot and then just everyone's very competitive with one another into the playoffs? You have a higher draft position, and yeah, you have to go face. But then you may end up facing. You may not face you. You may face somebody else. So it's all pretty balanced. I mean, if you do work your way to sixth, it doesn't mean it's the worst thing in the world.
No,
because every single team here has put up at least 150 one time, except for Mealy, I think, right? So, that's really interesting.
Yeah, there's just a lot of everyone's still very close, so a lot of things could happen.
What is Fitz going to do at the quarterback position? We can talk about this a little bit later.
He picked up Jared Goff, so I anticipate that he might start him this week. I don't know. Does he still have?
Oh, he's playing against Dallas.
He has Lamar still in right now. Lamar is listed as questionable. I don't know if he would risk Lamar again this week after a 4.7 points, or like Lamar will play.
Yeah, it's Pittsburgh. I mean, they need to win this game.
Yeah, I think we'll see.
Goff against Dallas, though.
Goff against Dallas, but also again, Goff. If you're pretty sure you'll get 14 points out of him, it's a question: do you want to risk? Lamar has been playing so bad. He's been playing so bad. So,
I mean, Fitz. Here's a tip: play golf. Play golf.
Man, Hardy just.
I don't know. At this point, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna say what I want to say.
Hey, man, you know what? When we were at Ziggs last week, I was talking with Steve, and he was talking about who to start, and I was giving my honest opinion of who he should start. Like, he was like, "I'm between these guys." I'm like, "I think you really got to go with this one." Like, I just think that's a better player.
All right, so let's take a break here.
Commitment
All right, welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that break and those ads. Um, Now we want to do something a little bit different. I mean, as a season was kicking off, we were at draft day, and we kind of worked through our first couple episodes of this podcast. You didn't see her, but she's over on the side. We had a stenographer. We have now Dan fired the stenographer. Let me be very clear. I don't have a dark soul like this individual. I don't know if she found another job, Dan.
Not my problem.
She had 3 kids. And I said had. She had to give them up. But she was nice enough to come back, drop off the transcript. So we have the court record, and we want to go back and take a look at some of the claims that we made. You see how I did that? I said they're going to like that. Steve, that was for you.
That's the name of the show.
So yeah, that's the name of the show. So let's start, and maybe I should start first. And you know what? I'm going to talk about quarterbacks. So, number 1, I did draft C.J. Stroud very early on and took Drake May really late, relatively speaking. And those are my 2 quarterbacks. I cut C.J. Stroud pretty fucking early. I think I cut him right after I cut Tank Bigsby. I think they were back-to-back picks. To be clear about also C.J. Stroud, I still think he might lose his job to Mills, their backup quarterback. And I think he looks like in the corner of many times that team was celebrating when they were 3-0, he thought he was losing his job. But with that being said, me taking C.J. Stroud, me also taking Drake May, and Scott also taking his backup quarterback by the end of the draft, who was Caleb Williams. We need to make a point. Mealy took Dak Prescott, who was the last starting quarterback taken in our draft. That worked out for him. So my bad. My bad being an idiot over here taking CJ Stroud, and I really should have not been so what's the word? Racist is not the word. Bigoted against the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, do we have other Dallas Cowboys we want to talk about, Dan?
We might. I just want to, look, the point of the court reporter was to hold us accountable. So we're just going to knock off on 3 actually quick details of that. Do you want to guess where CJ Stroud ranks among fantasy quarterbacks in points per game? Because we know he missed some due to injuries. So points per game, where does he rank?
33.
26.
Okay.
26.
It feels like 33.
Yeah. You mentioned Dak. Do you want to guess where Dak is at?
3.
So he's actually just shifted to 4 because number 3, granted he only played 2 games, but holds a special place in your heart.
Andy Dalton?
He's only played 2 games this season.
Who the fuck is only played 2 games?
You just talked about how you were pissed that he got benched.
Jared Goff?
He did not get benched.
CJ Stroud?
All right, Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston. Motherfucker, Jameis Winston. How the fuck?
Again, only 2
points
games.
Per game, not total
points per game.
Yeah.
With injuries, I win it. So anyway.
God, Jameis Winston.
But yeah, so Dak is basically 3rd overall. And yeah.
Well done, Neely.
Well, before we, there is another Cowboy, and it's my turn to address this. I addressed it last week, but this one was pretty strong. The court reporter really, really felt strongly about this. Pickens,
stenographer. Say the word.
Thank you.
Sorry, you have the confidence to say Ninjigba, but you will not say stenographer.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Come on, man.
Pickens,
back to you.
Drafted early. I was not very confident in the pick. I'm not a fan of the player, and the history for the Steelers has been that they get rid of wide receivers at the right time. Pickens is 2nd overall wide receiver in the league, and it's been very clear that is going to continue. He's been great. The Cowboys are looking to extend him, and one Cowboys fan in particular feels that he is actually the best wide receiver on the team based off of what he
I
has
was just about
watched.
to ask, starting to think that because the same argument that Steve made that Pickens catches the ball and CD does not is an argument that many people have been saying.
Oh, really?
So yeah, it's very interesting to think about: is George Pickens the true wide receiver one on that team, and CD Lamb is the wide receiver two?
Mm.
Um, nice problem to have for
Yeah.
the moment. Once they both freak the fuck out about it.
Mm. But yeah, I mean, the guy's got 1,100 yards and 8 touchdowns with a few games to go, so he's playing great.
Look, should we talk about the one ex Cowboy?
I think we should. I definitely think
Okay,
we should.
so uh, I'm gonna. Steve said Michael Parsons was not going to be very good on the Packers. That his back was going to give out really early on. Honestly, I think Steve was thinking about it because he was going to hold together that defense, and really, he really has. And the back stayed strong.
Mm.
So no back breaking. But Steve also said that speaking on one side of his mouth and speaking out the other, because then he also drafted him and had him on his team most of the season. Has he not? Or is that
No,
me?
I don't believe he wasn't drafted. Parsons was kept. He
Oh,
picked
Parsons
him
was
up.
kept.
Yes.
Okay.
I
And
believe by
so,
the other Cowboys fan.
no, I think Parsons on Steve's team.
No, he is now,
Oh,
but
okay.
he was on John's team, and John cut
And
him.
he dropped him?
Yeah,
Why?
I believe due to bye week controversy, he dropped
You
him.
got to find another way to do that. Amelia, I can go through your team right now. We can cut a bunch of players. What do you drop Michael
But
Parsons for,
it
my
is
guy?
funny that the two Cowboys fans, yep. So he's been on both of their teams, cut by one, and do you know where he ranks in sacks this season?
Third.
He is third. So
He
yeah, it
is
definitely
third.
seems like he's lost a step.
Who's first?
And
Miles Garrett?
Miles Garrett is on pace to break the sack record. Yes.
Who's number two?
Number two is Brian Burns on the
And that's
Giants.
someone on Fitz's team?
Yes, yeah, he's on Fitz's team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fitz.
but Parsons
Let's
has
find a
12 and a
good
half
player on Fitz's
sacks.
team. And he didn't play the entire. I think he missed 2 games, right?
Let's
Something like
see,
that.
he's not missed any games.
Oh, he hasn't. Oh,
He is not. He's
okay.
actually gotten a sack in 3 straight games: 2.5, 2, and 1.5 sacks in the last 3 games. Not bad, but he was not putting up significant numbers prior to that. He had one free sack.
No, yeah, early on he was not.
Yeah, he was at basically. It seems to be that he's getting a sack and nothing else. So it's not.
Oh,
He wasn't
but
getting any, he
since he
wasn't getting
game,
tackles.
I believe the Cleveland game he did not play the whole game. I believe the Cincy game he did not play the whole game.
Okay.
So I think that's where I meant. I don't think he played full games early on the
Mm.
season, um, but he never actually really got hurt.
Yeah,
But anyway, yeah,
but seems to be doing
Micah
just fine.
Parsons, wonderful season. Guys, like good players can leave the Cowboys and still be really good. You do not have to turn your back on them. It's not that deep. All right, what else do we got, Dan?
Next is a long overdue conversation about a man named Zay Flowers. I mean, as a Baltimore fan, if anyone's going to say that it was a bad pick, I felt that I had the right to at the beginning of the season. Daly felt very strongly after the very first game when Flowers put up 24 points that I was wrong. I believe the stenographer did find the exact words that he used. One second. It was a personal text message to me. He didn't put it in for everyone to see, but he did send me a very lovely note. He sent me a picture and a statement. Except for the fact that my worst pickup put up a career high in yards and scored. I know I didn't start him, but it felt good. And then he said, and it gets worse for you, and rubbed in the fact that Kittle got hurt. and was out for a while. But the stenographer did note that, and then also noted that Flowers has not put up more than 9 points in any game since, and in fact, in the last week's game, finished with negative points. So, I mean, Lamar is not making him look good, but so we did catch that one. I can be wrong. I can be right.
So help me with this one, Dan. Mm-hmm. So we talked about earlier prior to the show, another one of these that we wanted to check on is Evan Ingram. So Fitz picked up Evan Ingram. He drafted Evan Ingram.
He did.
He picked up Kraft later down the road. Kraft had missed 4 games and then ended up scoring double the amount of points that Ingram has so far this season. So number one, we all should have understood that Kraft was going to be very, very good. So that's a bit of egg on our face for all of us. 2, we have all got to understand Evan Ingram is a fucking fraud. Do not fucking draft Evan fucking Ingram. Stop it. It is not interesting. I think he was on the Giants for a hot minute. Stop drafting Giants. He is a fraud.
Yes.
But wonderful on him, but egg on the face on everybody else, because that is also a tight end. Similar to how I was talking about Tyler Warren, is going to be pretty special, especially staying on a team for long-term with Jordan Love as well, to create a connection that could have been similar to Brady and Gronkowski or what is it, Elwayne Sharp and all these other, Tony Gonzalez and whomever the fuck else was the quarterback there. Who was it?
Trent Green.
Trent Green. Oh, boy.
Yeah, you nailed it. I mean, look, Ingram was drafted in the 5th round. I don't think most of us liked it. Scott was vehemently against it because that means that Fitz broke their no tight end pact. But then Fitz did go and draft Tucker Kraft in the 12th round, and I believe a lot of us felt that that was a much better pick and a better opportunity to start him. And you already said it. Like, Kraft has been out for 4 weeks due to injury and has more than double Ingram's points. That you nailed it. So nothing else to say there. You're all over it.
And do you got anything else?
For me, yeah. My next one, the next tidbit from the stenographer was about Alvin Kamara in the 1st round by Dan Martins. There wasn't exactly a lot of questioning about Kamara as a draft pick necessarily, but there was a lot of uncertainty with regards to why Dan would take him when his team was in rebuild mode.
Do you know who else was available at the time?
Ooh, so many people. It's not even fair. So Travis Hunter went shortly after that.
Wait, what? Run this back. Travis Hunter still had... Wait, I'm sorry. I forgot this. Dan Martins picked Alvin Kamara in the 1st round?
Yes, he took him in the 1st round. Yes.
Damn, he really committed to the tank early on.
He did, and Kamara...
I respect it.
Is roughly, I'm not going to count, but 40th among running backs. Granted, the team is terrible, but yeah, I mean, I think
he left keepers out there.
There were questions, in a manner speaking, yes. I mean, I think that most of us would have thought maybe RJ Harvey might have gotten picked when you're trying to go younger in that spot. Tat McMillan, someone younger maybe that could have been an opportunity for Dan, knowing that he was likely rebuilding. But that he didn't decide to go that route. He decided to go with an older gentleman, I think, hoping that maybe he'd be good enough to trade and get some capital in the long term, but that it didn't make sense then, and it still doesn't look. It doesn't.
You think we're all Sam Prestes, Dan? Like, what are we doing now? Why would you think that?
Oof, man, if only. You know what's crazy? I don't want to. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm going to start talking NBA, but real quick. You know what's crazy? Because
the Clippers and the Jazz pick.
Well, that's fair too. But Jalen Williams, because of J. Will's
can't
injury
make
and sitting
the
out, he can't make All NBA. So they just saved $40 million, and
yeah,
that'll help them stay under the second apron. So this team can stay together for years now.
yep,
Years.
yep,
That's
yep, yep, yep.
crazy.
So this is not good
Anyway,
for the NBA
yeah.
unless
I mean,
Jokic finds a
or it's
way to
great
be
for the
stronger.
NBA because honestly, they're fun to watch. They seem to love playing
I think,
together. I'm for it.
but I think for competition wise, and I know this is again a topic that probably a lot of people don't listen to.
Mm.
Giannis is having his conversations with his agent and the Bucks about does he stay or does he go. I don't know the full package that the Knicks could set up, but sending him to New York to go play with possibly Jalen Brunson and hopefully Mikal Bridges, because you're gonna have to lose other of those players. I
Need
mean,
to swap them
Cat's
with
gone.
Towns.
But it's not just a swap, though. Not for Giannis. Not for this many years left in his life, on his career basketball life.
Yeah.
Because you can't just swap Cat. You'll
Yeah, you'd have to get more than Cat.
Josh
I'm just trying to think.
Hart either goes or Bridges goes. The money's going to play a big part in it as well. So Bridges' money works really well. So anyway, we can talk about this a whole nother day. Maybe we just do maybe we do a like episode 7 in Stranger Things in season 2, do a backdoor pilot, get Jake on here, and we do a quick small claims basketball podcast. But maybe that's out there. We're talking about expansion, right? I don't know what the independent's talking about, but maybe they're talking about contraction. I want nothing to do with that fucking paper, though. We don't compete with them anymore. We're expanding. Rumblings out there that I don't know if they're going to make it past the year, but they're not coming here. I can promise you that. Here's the last thing we want to talk about. Wow. Well, actually, real quick before we get off Alvin Kamara, Tyler Warren was out there as well. And I drafted him pretty early, and maybe either
third round.
Everyone reacted like Kartik, that might be a little bit early, or maybe it was just Emmett. I can't fully remember, but very happy about that selection for myself. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to end up keeping him, and I wish I could.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't just Emmett. I think a number of us were surprised with Laporta still available. I think that one was for sure a little surprising. Yeah. Mark Andrews, Kelsey, and being a rookie, not knowing. I think people still thought that there was a good possibility for him, but you certainly saw it above everybody else.
This is the first year that, I drafted pretty well at the beginning, drafted pretty well at the end, because I walked away with Scattaboo, I walked away with Drake May, just shit luck, I guess.
Yeah.
And then I think we got one more, right?
We have 3 more.
We have 3 more?
I'll hit on one just because we started talking about it in a manner of speaking, but not really. We talked about quarterbacks. Emmett, he drafted Patrick Mahomes, who has been the second best quarterback. There was, when it got to him, I recall him saying, I cannot believe this person's still available. Thank you all. And took him. I did, I took Baker, and then Hardy took Bo Nix, then Emmett took Mahomes. I did have a frank conversation with him because I know how high Emmett was on both Baker and Bo Nix. He did at least admit that if in the situation, he would have been torn between Baker and Mahomes. So at least he admitted, it's not that he thought Mahomes was so much better than them. He would have had to think about it, but he still was shocked, and he was right when he exclaimed that during the draft, that why was this guy still available? So worked out there. I believe you have a special call out as well, knowing your affinity for this particular person and position.
What? This is the running backs on Scott's team?
Yes.
Yeah, hold on. So Scott has no running backs. They're in the top 25. Coming from the guy that will delay when he takes a kicker, doesn't value the position. Do you value any position? At the end of the day, David Montgomery. I can't even remember the running back that's on Pittsburgh. Keldon Johnson? That's a basketball player. I do not remember this kid's name. Caleb Johnson, is it?
Yes.
Then you had Kenneth Gainwell, which was an interesting pickup. You picked that up as I got to figure something out, but he has not been very good other than 3 weeks, 2 very good weeks. And then at the same time, Dowdle came out of nowhere for a short period of time. Now bitching about his contract. J.K. Dobbins got hurt. It looked like he was having a pretty good season. He might have been the
He
one that
was.
ended up in the top 25, but he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you are valuing, you because you don't value tight end. You're not valuing a kicker. You're not valuing running backs. What are we doing? What are we doing? We gotta get him back on the show and explain to us what he's doing. Like, value a
Yeah.
kicker, Scott. Go get. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yes,
his first 4 picks were running backs.
hit. Oh, he kept JSN.
Yeah.
So he
kept
picked
3 wide
he
receivers and a
picked
quarterback.
who are the other running backs he picked? He picked
He
J.K. Dobbins.
drafted
He picked
Caleb Johnson, then David Montgomery, then J.K. Dobbins, then Brian Robinson Jr.
because Scott did not have a first round pick.
Correct.
Okay. That plays a part, Scott. Don't lose that pick this year. Let me give you some help on who to probably pick next year. Actually, I don't know. Good luck.
Yeah.
All right. You want to call out anybody else? Did everybody get called out here in some way, shape, or form?
I don't know, but there is one last one that I think is important. I was having this conversation with my brother, and I actually did go through the entire analysis. So, when the trade was announced of Malik Neighbors and the second pick in the draft for Jefferson, I think most of us felt that that was an overpay, that Neighbors had a long future, and that giving up the second pick in the draft on top of it was a little too expensive. Emmett says and continues to say that he feels that the gap between what Neighbors is and what Jefferson is more valuable and leads to his core keeper long-term success. I said, let's check the tape, which is Jefferson's quarterback is very questionable. We know that Neighbors was as well, but one's 22, one's 26. And then the opportunity with that second pick, which we all knew was going to be Amari and Hampton, would help put you over the edge and or giving you additional trade assets for the future. So you could then trade it away for picks if that's the case, because he would say, well, I can't keep him. Okay, but you can trade him. So I said, let's check it. Let's check the tape. So I went through and I pulled every single game this season, Jefferson's points, Neighbors' points, Hampton's points, and then who Emmett would have started in place of those people based off of my assumptions.
Do you not have anything else to do?
No, I don't.
Jeez,
I'm so single.
Like I'm thinking to myself, would I have any time to do any of this? And I barely get prepared for this podcast.
You work too hard at your job.
I don't have a fun life. Let's be very. I'm just doing other shit. I don't have an interesting, awesome bachelor life.
You work way too much.
Too much.
Too much. So
too much.
Here's where it goes. This is ultimately where it lands. So Malik Neighbors, 4 games, gets hurt in the 4th game. Hampton, 5 games, gets hurt in the 5th game. But again, I went through and provide all this. So week 1, Emmett won, would have still won. Week 2, he lost. He would have won. Neighbors put up 34 points that week. Jefferson put up 8. Week 3, lost, still would have lost. Week 4, won, no change. Week 5, no change. 6, no change. 7, no change. And then here's week 8 in an embarrassing 86-84 win. I forget over who. He actually would have lost because who he would have started, unless, in that position he would have picked up someone else, because he would have started Bourne without Jefferson on his team, and Neighbors and Hampton are both hurt at that point. So everything else kind of remains the same. One game he would have won instead. One game he would have lost. It would have been by 1 point, so who knows if there's a pickup on the end. In totality, he would have put up more points on the season if he had done that trade. And he would have had no difference to his actual position. Last week, Jefferson put up 0.9. So I still argue that I wouldn't have done the trade. He would have had Hampton, who looked really good. Neighbors is coming off an unfortunate injury. Both of them are,
Yeah.
but I still think
So it's hard to think beyond this season. Is it still makes sense because Neighbors' injury is going to be really tough to figure out.
yeah.
But then there's potential there, no matter who's throwing in the ball. But I think actually no, someone who is speed.
Well, I
Actually,
mean,
no, I
Dart
take it back.
now will
You
be
have to
the
be competent.
quarterback for years to come, and
Yeah,
Minnesota doesn't have a
yeah,
quarterback.
yeah, and they'll be competent. And no, there's nobody playing under center at. I don't know how they just don't throw a flag out for 10 men on the field because they just don't roll out their 11 player at
That was
all
good.
at
That was
any
really
point.
good.
So I don't know what the. It's got to be frustrating to just run routes and know that there's no quarterback at center.
Mm.
It's crazy. I don't understand how that coach is not fired. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, trade probably wouldn't have made a lot of sense in a single season, but not what we do. So we'll end up seeing what happens.
Yep.
But appreciate the analysis. I did notice one that we did not talk about Hardy in any shape, way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
When did he pick up Matthew Golden?
He drafted him.
Yeah,
I
I know.
really liked. I wanted to get him.
Yeah, he did not play
He,
well this year.
he did not. He drafted him in the 5th round. I mean, he was
Yeah,
their first round pick. Everyone felt like there's something interesting about the Green Bay Packers, at least as of recently. Like Rodgers seemed to have his guys. Love, I mean, he'll throw it to Kraft in the red zone, but he doesn't seem to favor any wide receiver. He just
but he doesn't have that much time, and I think Matthew Golden could be that guy. But
I mean, Christian
he's
Watson's
played.
back and he's been seeing the ball a
Yeah,
little bit. It's just
Matthew Golden
fascinating.
has not been good this year. I think he just hasn't been good. I think he got hurt during the Detroit game a little bit, but he just hasn't been good. It's crazy. Like the first game of the season, he had 16 yards receiving. Second game of the season, no yards receiving, but 15 yards 15 yards rushing. It's been weird how they also use him really weird.
Mm-hmm.
Good pick in the moment because of the possible potential. Injuries kind of hurt, but at the same time, I'm curious if there were any wide receivers after the fact, like Cortland Sutton, that he could have drafted.
No, so Cortland Sutton was well in advance.
Yeah, because as I look at this, he does not have many. He picked up Trey Tucker. He does not have many misses in his draft.
Yeah,
He
you
does
know I
need wide
wanted
receiver
Cortland
help.
Sutton. You took him in the 3rd round.
Yeah, he's not. I think the one biggest he is his wide receivers aren't that strong.
Yeah, I guess the alternative from Golden that might have gone after Golden was John took Ricky Pearsall. He hasn't done much. I took Stephon Diggs, who's been okay, but I think he started for me once. Debo Samuel was taken, Keon Coleman, then Khalil Shakir, Cooper Kupp, Jordan Addison.
Yeah, so nobody.
So yeah, nothing.
So I guess he was fine. I guess
Yeah.
he walks away unscathed. Yeah.
No, the best wide receivers taken actually were at the end in the 10th round. Steve got Keenan Allen, and in the 11th, John got Michael Pittman.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well done, guys. All right. So that was us taking a look at the court transcript, the old little docket, and checking back on like what kind of went on during the draft and some pickups and maybe some things that we could have reconsidered. And at the same time, some things that we were very wrong about. So we do apologize to everybody about the dumb shit that Dan and I have said throughout this season. Kind of. It's been good entertainment. It's run the independent into the ground, so I think I've been very happy about that. Oh, it's Sherlock.
Hey, Sherlock.
Hey, buddy. All right. Hey, Dan, do we still want to do trivia?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll do 2 questions. I'll give it a go.
I think I've got some that you would like. All right. So, in this past Black Friday game, DeAndre Swift ran for 125 yards, and Kyle, I don't actually have it.
1990. The Bears did it in 1995.
Did what?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask when the last time 2 running backs ran for over 100 yards.
I am going to ask that question.
I thought it was the Bears did it in
Well,
19.
it's not.
Okay, it's not. Okay. I saw the stat. It came up on something the
Oh
other
yeah,
day.
maybe it's the
So I
last
did
because
see it
they
somewhere.
are on the Bears, so maybe it's the last time a pair of Bears, but it's not the
Oh, it
last
might have
time
been
running
the.
backs have.
Oh, because it was the last time the Bears made the play. I think they made the Super Bowl that year.
Okay.
Maybe so it wasn't 19 something. Maybe it was
No,
2000
because they
something.
made the Super Bowl.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Okay.
this
Yeah.
trivia
Yeah,
question went
2000
downhill
something.
fast.
All right. Hit me. Hit me. All right.
In
When's the
in the
last
Black
time
Friday game,
two running
DeAndre
backs did
Swift
it?
ran for 125 yards, and Kyle Mananga, I
I
don't know,
don't. I'm not
ran
gonna.
for
You don't submit.
130.
You're not gonna get it. Yep.
Who was the last pair of running backs to run for over 120 yards in the same game? I will give you. It was in 2022.
2022. Were D'Angelo Williams, Jonathan Stewart doing it back then?
No, but you're not that far off.
I don't. I don't know. It wasn't Chris McCaffrey and Chuba Hubbard? I don't know who backed up
You
Chris
got one of them.
McCaffrey. I don't know who backed up. Uh,
Chuba is
who the?
correct.
Oh, Chuba's correct. Who backed up Chuba? I don't know.
It's a
I
tough. It
don't
is
know who
tough.
backed. I don't know who backed him up.
So it was Carolina.
I was confident it's Carolina.
Yeah, McCaffrey. I don't believe was. I think he was on the 49ers at that point.
Okay.
Chuba and Donta Foreman.
Oh, I was not getting that. What
Foreman
team is
ran for
Dante Foreman on
165.
now?
Chuba ran for 125.
Is he on the Bears? Right? What team is Foreman on right now?
I
He's in the
forget.
NFL.
He is in the NFL. I actually forget because I have seen his name. What team is he on? It's Cleveland. He's a backup on
Yep, he's
Cleveland.
on Cleveland. Yeah. Okay, yep.
Yeah, so he's still out there.
Okay. He's
All
still out
right.
there doing it.
Yep.
Deontay Foreman. Not Don. What'd you
Deontay.
say?
I said I
Deontay
said
Foreman.
Donta. Deonta.
No. Deontay.
Okay.
I'm
Deonta.
assuming because that's got the little comma there.
I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
not.
Deontay.
I this you know
I see the
could be a
phonetic. Deontay.
Peels.
You'll say Njigba, but you have a problem saying Deontay.
Well, that one I've heard and I know how to say
I
it.
love that. Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Depends on when I've heard an announcer say it recently.
Mm.
All right, we will stick with running back questions.
He's pretty old.
Mm.
Hit me.
So Christian McCaffrey played the other week against the Panthers, and he's had seasons over 2,000 combined running receiving yards with both Carolina and San Francisco. Who are the other four running backs who have gone for over 2,000 yards with two different teams? 2,000
All-purpose yards.
all-purpose
Or just
yards.
receiving. Oh, all-purpose yards or just receiving?
Receiving and rushing.
Okay. 4 players have done this.
Yep.
Since when?
Period.
The modern era?
Period.
Oh,
Ever.
fucking modern era. Adrian Peterson.
Nope.
Oh, 2 teams as well. Because I thought maybe.
Yeah, he did it. He did with Minnesota, but he did not do it with another team.
Saquon Barkley.
That is correct.
Leonard Fournette ever do it? Probably not. No, it doesn't make sense. He probably wouldn't have gotten
Not very many running backs even crossed 2,000 total. I'd go down that list first.
I don't even. What do
you
I
got
look
one.
like?
You got Peterson.
Like you do. Yeah, I got one guy. I said Saquon.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Johnson probably did not do it on a separate team.
Yeah, he didn't do it on another
Adrian
team.
Peterson did not do it. Sean Alexander didn't do it on a separate team. Who are other big? Peyton Hillis? Did he do it? No, I'm just tripping. Derrick Henry, obviously.
Derrick Henry is correct.
Yeah, so I have what, 2 right now?
You have 2 right now. The other 2 are going to be a little bit older.
Yeah, so I have Saquon. Terrell Davis only played for one team, right?
I believe so. He played mostly in the 80s.
Okay.
This other person.
Mostly played in the 80s, and then someone said early 2000s. You said early. You're gonna have to edit this down.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna get it. I'm just making sure.
I definitely believe that you can get it.
I think I'm not looking up every team. NFL teams. All right. So Eagles, Chief, Lion. Barry only played for one team. I don't think I know. I think the time's up.
All right. high powered offense, early 2000s.
High-powered offense, early 2000s.
Yeah, considered one of the best offenses of all time.
The fuck? Early 2000s. Not the. I don't know who the fuck that is. That's.
Do any teams come to mind?
No, not really. I mean, team. Like the Vikings came to mind, but that's not them.
No,
49ers came to
and
mind,
that's
it's
a good
not
one.
them.
But yeah, I would say
Um,
if I think of the early 2000s, I think of three teams. If I think of a high powered offense, Peyton, the
Early
Colts.
2000s. The Colts would be one.
The Colts is one for sure. I think that the Vikings is another one, and then there's one other team. They did
The
go to a Super Bowl.
Buccaneers?
No,
The Bucks? No, they went to the Super Bowl.
they did go to a Super
Oh,
Bowl.
Eddie George.
No, that's a really good guess though. The Titans is they
Fuck.
um I believe that
Eddie George only played for. I
who
played
did
for
the
the
Titans
Cowboys.
play in the Super Bowl?
The Rams. So it's Marshall Falk.
Marshall Faulk. Yep,
Okay, and then the other one's in the 80s.
80s. He was.
Oh, I know. He wears the fucking
Yup.
binocular.
Yep.
Uh,
Hey, you got there, man. Good job,
I don't know who it is. What's his name?
Eric Dickerson.
Dickerson. Dick. I like Dick.
I
You
can't
like
believe
Dick?
that you got the glasses part. Like that's good for you.
That's memorable. That's like
That's-
easy to remember.
That was good.
But did you watch Stranger Things and that
Yeah.
whole scene about Dick? I like Dick. I like Dick. What?
Yeah.
That joke went on a little bit too long, but it was long enough to the point where he goes, "This is really hard. Well, I'm going to soften it." And then the first time I heard it, I went, "Yo, that's weird, bro. That's
It
just
was
a
weird.
weird fucking joke for a bunch of kids to say." Because he smiled when he said it. I'm like, that's weird.
Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. We've known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. Inside, we both know what's been going on. We know the game and we're gonna play it. And if you ask me how I'm feeling, don't tell me you're too blind to see. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you.
We're gonna jump into
2
pick'em.
minutes.
Make this quick. Yeah, let's do this quickly. And let's just start off the top.
All right.
Let us go. We're gonna go start with Martin's against the Dan Show. I'm going to take. I mean, Shador's got Tennessee, and he's got Tajay Spears, Tony Pollard, and Travis Kelce, and Krosky Merritt, and he's got Myles Garrett on the bench. So I think I'm going to take Dan Martins. I will take Dan to win. Dan Marks.
Yeah, I will take Dan as well.
Okay. Dan Martins or Dan Marks?
Me.
You take yourself.
I'll take
Okay.
myself.
All right. Then we get a really good match. We have Fitz and Hardy, which is a battle for first place to an extent. I would feel so much more comfortable taking. Oh. Sorry, I was looking at. I saw Devontae Adams has a hamstring issue, but it looks like he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And Josh Jacobs, limited in practice, knee, looks like he is fine as well. If Fitz, I would feel a lot more comfortable with this pick if Fitz would just flip out Lamar Jackson for Jared Goff against Dallas, because it should be a high scoring game. But I will take Fitz in this one. I like his matchups better.
Yeah, I think I'm going to as well. Hardy's wide receivers have been okay.
They're not good. They've not been good.
Yeah. So
But Bucky's back. That's exciting.
yeah, Bucky being back did give me pause, and I made it. I did think about it, but I'm going to go with Fitz as well.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
If Bucky's
I
going
would
to do
start
well.
off.
If Bucky's okay, he'll do well. And also, there's just a lot of questionable defensive players. There's just a lot of questionable on Hardy's team.
Ernest Jones
That
put up
doesn't
23
seem
points
clear.
last week. So
Who did?
the linebacker on Fitz's team, Ernest Jones.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
He had 2 interceptions, a touchdown, 12 tackles.
Yeah.
He had a monster game.
Yeah. So
Nothing
a lot
too
of
good
that's not going to happen
Just,
again.
yeah.
And that was against Minnesota, as a garbage team. They don't have a quarterback. I don't even know. Did the ball just get fumbled every time?
Amen.
All right. Then we got Emmett and Steve. Amon Ra. They're saying he's playing
Really?
right now.
Our team is questionable.
Well, he didn't practice. Sorry, Yahoo's expecting him to play. But the ankle seems to be somewhat serious. So, does he have a replacement? He has Keenan Allen, but that's against Philly. It's pretty good secondary. Is Drake London is questionable, but why is he still questionable? Yeah, it's bad. Okay, so he still has a knee issue. Yeah, I think this is going to be tough for Steve. I think Emmett's just healthier, but he's throwing out a 0 for Justin Jefferson this week. Because again, no quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take Emmett on this one because I just don't know if Steve has. He's light at running back because he's starting Kareem Hunt. McCaffrey's out, and I just don't see another wide receiver on his team that I trust. Keenan Allen, obviously, but if Drake London doesn't play, I just don't think there's going to be enough points.
Completely agree. I'm going Emmett.
Yeah.
I mean, you have another HN week for him to just chew against the Jets. So
I will say though, Agbuka hasn't been great the last 3 weeks. Mayfield hasn't been great the last 3 weeks.
Baker's
Brian Thomas Jr. has been a bust and a fraud.
Ugh,
and then Justin Jefferson is dealing with not having a quarterback at all on the field. Mm-hmm. So that is a boomer bust in those positions. I just think the situations are slightly better. But I wouldn't be surprised if Steve won. I mean, especially if Steve can throw Drake London in. But I'll take Emmett. I feel more comfortable with that matchup right now. I expect Steve to prove us wrong.
Sounds good.
And then we get Scott and Daly. Daly's throwing Mario Hampton out there, and he is on IR. He does not. I mean, he could start Tutton or Tutton.
Is he returning?
Yeah, there's a chance that he might play. Yep.
Yeah,
for Monday Night
that's
Football.
the only reason why. Yeah.
And then I will take. You know what? Fuck it. I'll take Scott.
All right, I'm taking Daly.
Yeah. He just also has so many questionable players. I mean, that's the other. I mean, it's really late in the season. That's a big reason why as well. Mm-hmm. I'm sure. That one's going to be a coin flip as well. And then we get to a worthless matchup, but still a very, very close one. Me against Mealy. I also don't have a player in my lineup. I don't have a kicker in my lineup. That's also why. I'm going to take myself. I got Gibbs against Dallas. That's going to be a big game. Got Tyler Warren against Jacksonville. Get another touchdown. Got Nakua against Arizona. I mean, yeah, I don't have a quarterback, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah, so I'm taking you as well.
Yeah. I'll get a kicker in there. Don't you worry. Should I use my waiver wire? Oh, it's Wednesday. We don't have waivers anymore.
Nope, not anymore.
Let me grab a kicker. Who do I start? Mevis? Who's Mevis? No anyway, now I'm just shit talking. Cut all this out.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right. So what do we got? We got, as we summarize, we will say we took. I'm going to get there. Both of us took me against Mealy. Both of us took Dan Marks against Dan Martins. I think I took Fitz. You took Hardy.
We both took Fitz.
We both took Fitz. We both took
Emmett.
Oh no, we both took Emmett, and then we split. I took Scott, and you took Daly.
Yep.
Okay.
And we both took you.
Awesome. And we both took me. Perfect. I don't know if that's going to be perfect, but we'll see. I got to slide in the kicker. I'll find somebody tomorrow.
If you want a quick update on the season pick'em to this point.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, week 12 really impacted you. Both you and Jake went 0-5 that week. I went 2-3, so nobody did great there. But On the season, I'm 33 and 22. Our guests are 29 and 26, and you're 26 and 29. Again, you kind of had 2 bad weeks in a row that impacted you. You went 4-1 3 out of 4 weeks. But then, the last 2 weeks were rough for you. So this is your turn. This is a week turnaround.
It's how the cookie crumbles.
Nice.
Anyway, so just some things for people to remember as we walk away this evening. Number one, fuck this league, because I'm getting fucked all over the place in a terrible, terrible way. Two, what the fuck? I had the third most points in the league and the second most points against. I think I've had points against, been the top 3 for the last 3 seasons. So fuck you, Yahoo. Don't know why you're setting up my lineups, my matchups the way you are. And 3, very exciting. Top 6 teams. A bunch of teams can be first place. That's very exciting. It's really pretty good if if you fall to the 6th spot. You'll be very competitive and you get a pretty high draft pick. So very exciting way to end the season. I know 4 of us are out of it already, but hopefully next year will be our year for some of us. Dan Martin's got a bit of a hill to climb. We'll see what happens with him. But other than that, Dan, any final words?
Best of luck as always to the competition, and go Fitzy and myself.
The fuck does that mean? Why?
Because if Fitz win and I win, I get first place.
Steve, you got to figure out how to win this whole thing. Do it for everyone else.
That's not possible.
Or Mealy, you get it done again. That would be pretty cool.
Also not.
Figure it out.
The only 3 people who can win the league regular season.
No, not to win the league. No one cares about that. Win the championship.
I'm just talking about the regular season.
No one cares about regular season. No one ever talks about that.
Martin's the one who made that point. When we ever talk about money and adjustment, he's like, whoever had the most wins in the season. You can't. They can get their money back and then move the hell on.
Yeah, I'm totally on board with that. It don't matter.
100% right.
Well, anyway, that's the last rant. Everyone, have a good night. See you later.
Bye.